Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to Farm Manager World, where we currently have a little bit of a problem that I think we need to deal with sooner rather than later before it becomes a great big problem, and the problem is that our main farm owner house over here is full. It's completely, utterly jam-packed full of many things, which is causing us a few logistical issues. And what's it full of? I mean, yeah, there's quite a lot of other bits and bobs. There's a few eggs, bit of manure, some milk, bit of waste over there. But really, the main things that are filling up our lovely farm owner house are sunflowers and hemp. There are just so many sunflowers and so much hemp taking up pretty much all of the room. So we need to fix that because it is causing some issues. We can't sell things, we can't move things around. It is becoming a little bit of a bother. And I think what we need to do is build quite a lot of barns. I think we need to build a whole load of extra barns over here to store all of the oil field crops. So we need to store all the sunflowers over here in barns, and all of the hemp from over here, and all of the flax, which is going to come from this field, which they're ready to harvest, and then this field, which is going to be ready in 77 days. So we do need to get this stuff sorted quite quickly, and then we need to tell people to move all of the things from over here, where we live. I mean, this is causing us all sorts of problems, I imagine. I imagine our house is just full of stuff. It just must be rammed full of things. You know, we'll probably go downstairs, have to dodge past, I don't know, some compost on the stairs as we head down. Maybe in the kitchen, that's where we're storing. You know, our fridge is full of milk now, just absolutely full of the cow's milk. Maybe, you know, as we go into the bathroom, we have to step over a load of apples. The bath might be full of apples. I'm not quite sure. So we need to get rid of all of this stuff out of our house and put it somewhere else. So yeah, I think it's got to go in barns over here. So we are going to build an awful lot of barns. This is what I think we need to do. So do you know what? Actually, hang on. First things first, let's make sure that we can have power in the barns. There we go. I remembered to do a thing. Right now, barns. We need as many of these along here as we can get. So that's one. That's two. Can we fit four? 10 we can fit four. Oh, yes. We can fit 4 more barns in across there. I think that's going to be very helpful. That's going to be super useful. Okay, right. So get time ticking on and let's get these barns put together. And I think it takes not ages to build a barn, but it takes a little while. So there's going to be some problems. There's going to be some issues. Now, these barns here, they're complaining about a lack of flax. I don't think they're going to be complaining about a lack of flax for that long because a huge big pile of flax is coming from over here. So, well, yeah, this barn here is storing flax. This barn here, no, that barn there is storing a bit of flax and a bit of hemp and a bit of sunflower. This one is solely storing flax. That one's storing solely hemp. And that one is storing solely sunflowers. And then we're going to kind of do the same thing again over here. Just sort of mix it up a bit. So yeah, this one here. Oh no. Oh no. This thing is waiting. Right, okay. We're going to have an influx of flax. A flax influx. Okay, because the combine harvester is coming in. I mean, these things are mighty impressive. They're really impressive. I remember watching these out of my window when I was a kid. And they're just very amazing things. They do all sorts of clever bits and bobs. It looks like, I mean, this one's going to chop apart the front of this tractor. Yay, farm manager. But it looks like they're just sort of, you know, turning the stuff, getting some, I don't know, getting the crop, and then, you know, sort of sucking it into the machine. But they do all sorts of clever stuff on the inside. They're sort of, you know, separating the useful bits and getting rid of the chaff and what have you. And if they've got seeds and things, they can, you know, can separate the seeds and pop them apart and stuff. They're really clever things. I don't know how they work. I've got no idea. But inside a combine harvester is like a miracle of engineering. It's an amazing thing. But here we go. Right. Barns are in. And we want those barns to be pretty much solely on these fields here. That's what we want. So reduce that range. That's what we want to do. Just make sure that it's only on those fields. There we go. Right. No, that's a bit too short. Like that. That looks pretty good. So this one here, this can be sunflowers. That can be 50,000 sunflowers, please. As in kilograms of or whatever. This can be... it tells you... It gives you more information if you click on the things. I never knew that. Yeah, look at that. This stuff expires in such a long time, 730 days. So I think, we'll store, like another 50,000 over there. That's going to be quite good. And then we'll store 50,000 flax over here, because that's the maximum a warehouse can store, 50,000. And then over here, we'll do the mix again. So we'll kind of mix things up. So we'll do a bit like that, and a bit like that, and with sunflowers. And we'll do 15,000, and then 15,000, and then 15,000. Okay, there we go. Right, so hopefully that should then sort out some of the issues over here. What other problems have we got? So not enough flax. That's fine. We know that to be the case. That's not going to be an issue very soon. So we can ignore that. Not enough strawberries. That probably actually is true. We've got 31 days until they're done, 9 days and 4 days. So I think that should be okay once that's sorted. Not enough jute. Correct, yep, haven't got any of that. And then not enough tomatoes. That is some sort of weird everlasting problem that I don't think will ever go away. So there we go. So I think, yes, if we now have a look here, yeah, look, the numbers are coming down. The numbers are coming down. However, now we have the issue of the amount of apples we've got is going up. Because I imagine, yeah, there we go, look. That's being harvested. And I assume... Oh, and that's being harvested. Okay, right. We've got a lot of apples. Are we auto-trading the apples away? I think we should be. Also, we can get rid of that because we don't have any organic tomatoes anymore. We just don't. Do we have organic tomatoes? It says in storage, 1,108 kilograms. We're not growing organic tomatoes, are we? I thought, oh no, there, of course we are. Yes, this one is allowed to grow that because it did actually work. Oh, of course, yes. Okay, no, we are growing those. No, leave that in. That's fine. I completely forgot about that. Yes, we're selling all of the plums, which we did do. That's possibly where that massive sort of spike is because we sold so many plums we crashed the price. But yeah, apples. Oh, yes, we are selling apples. We are selling a lot of them. Okay, so I think... if we watch this then, if we keep an eye on this, just get time ticking on, we should see 12.5 million farm manager monies. It's a silly amount. That should creep up and that should come down because we should be selling all of those apples. Why are we not selling all of the apples? Why are the apples not being sold? What is going on? They're just piling in and taking up all of the room. Why is this happening? It's so... there you go. Right. The apples have been sold. And now we've got room. We've got room in there now, look. And we should be also taking out all of these things. Okay. Okay, right. This is good news. This is good news. So, I think we can now concentrate a bit over here. In fact, you know what? Let's have a look at this. I like that this field is being prepared, look. This field is already being readied for more sunflowers, which we possibly don't need, but there we go. Let's just make sure that they sort this out. Let's have a look. So there we go. The combine harvester does its thing. Is it going to do some classic farm manager glitchy stuff? Yes, it is, of course. And it all piles into there. They then do some weird sort of clipping glitchy stuff. And then, yes, it's loading it into the various things. So there we go. So that has now got... hang on. That's now got 20,000 flax in it. Is that not what that means? Is that... I thought the resource orders were how much stuff we stored in the warehouses. But they've put 20,000 flax in there. Why have they done that? I thought... hang on a minute. This one at the end's okay. That's got 15,000 hemp in it. That's got 5... yeah, that's getting there with the sunflowers. That's got 20,000 flax and 15,000... why is the flax being awkward? It's sort of doing kind of what we expect it to do, but they're not. It's as though they've gone, there's some room over here. Just use that, please. And there are some barns over here, and they've not got anything in at all. But that's got some flax in it. I don't really understand how the storage thing works in this game then. I thought they would just store what we tell them to store, but clearly that's not the case. Okay, never mind. Right, all the stuff is over here. And I think... Oh no, hang on a minute. Hang on. The farm owner house is now full. But again of apples. Right, the apples will come down. They will get rid of those. Also, the organic tomato seedlings. We also got that waste. You don't have to keep the waste in here. What's all that? I don't know what this means. All different bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The waste can all go in here. Did we... Hang on. Is that where we store the waste? 2,000. What if we put 20,000? So please put 20,000 lots of waste into there. Because it doesn't need to be in the farm manager house. I don't want a load of waste in my house. That's a terrible idea. There you go, look. It's all gone. They've taken it out and that freed up a little teeny tiny bit of space. And the apples have gone, right, okay, this is fine. So we haven't got enough flax. You don't have enough resources. Where's barn 6? Does anybody know where barn 6 might be? And why it's having there. Barn 6. You don't have enough resources. There's not enough flax. We're saying please store 15,000 flax. There's 20,000 flax in there, but apparently we don't have enough resources. Make it make sense, farm manager. What's going on? Jute, okay, that's fine. Tomatoes, yes, that's fine. That's the everlasting problem. Things are busy, not enough strawberries. And then one of our organic tomatoes have gone a bit mouldy. Okay, they've got a bit of a disease issue. Right, I think then, are we now okay? So there's nothing in here. We haven't got enough flax to go in there. And potentially not enough flax to go in there, but there is a whole other field over here full of flax. And yeah, they could potentially next year get 2 or 3 crops out of this. So now I think we need to work on the whole production side of things. The whole point of this was that we could grow lots of things that we can then turn into oils, a variety of lovely oils. So I think that's now what we need to do. So if we go through to here and go to production, we should have all of the things now, I think. There's the oil factory. So these are incredibly expensive, as we've seen. We've already knocked one of these down. So I think, yeah, let's get one of these in. These are 500,000 monies. So I think, yeah, we'll pop these in. Yeah, do we put it there? Do we put them here, line them up behind the barns, because then they can grab all the stuff nice and easy? I think that's probably the best thing that we can do. Although, we might need to leave a little bit of room for putting worker houses in. So how about we have one there. Our money is going to come tumbling down. Okay, so we've got 2 in like that. And then over here, we could get ourselves... they can't go in sideways. We can get in 1 worker house. There we go. Right. So that's good. Got one of those in. I've just realised something. But I think we can possibly fix the problem. Hang on. We'll run a road all the way down here. Look. So the road can go to there. And then it can sort of meet up like that. Okay. Right. Let's sort this out first. Because this is going to get silly, isn't it? I think they should be okay for power. But we'll just make sure... We'll go like that, pop a thing on the corner, connect that up, and then we'll go to the other side of the road, then connect that up, and then we'll just put things going down here, look. So we'll have one there that can come back here, and then we'll have one, that should cover a wide area, shouldn't it? The sort of the area where they cover is shown, that big circle, so we'll put one there to bring it back. And then we shall have a final one over here on that corner, connecting to there. And then do we sort of connect that back down? I think we should connect that up. I feel like that needs to connect to there to create a nice circuit. That electricity has circuits. There we go. Right, so that will do. So runtime on very quickly. And we shall get 2 oil factories up and running. We'll just do this in bits and bobs. We'll get 2, get some people in, and then we'll get another 2, get some more people in, and then get another 2, and kind of work like that. Because I think these will be going for ages. I think these will just be working for a good long time. There's so much stuff. There's so much resource, and it lasts for such a long time. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. Now, we do need to keep an eye on everything else, of course. You know, all these bits of the farm are going. Our new field over here, look. Our new colza field, that's looking very good. And yeah, I think we can turn that as well, can't we? Doesn't that become oil? We can make that oil as well. So it's all looking good over here. But yes, very soon we're going to have... Right, so they're done. The plums are growing for next year. The pears are done. The apples are done. So yes, we've got about 20-ish days, 17 days, until Apricot-ageddon. And then we're going to have 20 bajillion of those. We might want to possibly keep an eye on that across the top here, because again, that's going to fill up our little house over here, which is already filling up with many, many other things. But there's still a lot of sunflowers. There's still a lot of hemp. And now they've also popped some flax in there. So it's looking pretty full. It's looking full in there. But okay, we'll try if we can. Here we go. Right, these are good. They are looking finished. And there we go. We've got 2 oil factories. Right, let's take a look at them. I mean, they are big. They are huge, big things, as you would imagine for 500,000 farm manager monies. Although, even though we have just spent 1 million farm manager monies on building these, we're still on 12.3 million. Oh, it's all very good. We are in the money. So, great big building. A lot of... I don't know what they are, like vents? Are they like sort of venting systems? Lots of little sort of chimney type things. Yeah, huge big brick building. We've got pipes coming out the side over there, look. Got a little sort of valve type thing. Got some vats over here. I would imagine that's where the finished oil goes. And then we've got, yeah, various barrels over here. Again, probably put, smaller amounts of oil into there. Little sort of adorable forklift in Geek corporate yellow. Very nice. And then over here, huge big vats. Just big, gigantic vats. Again, I would guess that's where the finished oil goes. Or possibly, maybe this is where the... Maybe that's where the source ingredient goes. So say the sunflowers, and then the oil comes out into these. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. But yeah, I've got a sort of panel thing over there. Lots of platforms to walk around on. So yeah, they're busy looking things. They're busy looking things. Right. So how many people do they employ? I'm going to guess 4. Yeah, there we go. We'll add another production line for 100,000 monies, because we haven't spent enough money on these already. But okay, there we go. And we want to start working on some of these things. So there's not that many options. So we will have this factory here working on sunflowers. So yeah, 550 sunflowers makes 450 lots of sunflower oil. So we'll do that twice. So do that and do that. Okay, and not the organic stuff, because that was too much of a bother. And over here... Oh no, hang on. I thought it was that one, but no, that's this one. And then over here... I mean, we could do colza. We could do that, but we'll pick flax because it's just there. It's that option, so we'll do that. And then flax. Okay. Right, and then we've got the order over here. So the orders are nearby for those things. So it's not that difficult to go and grab them. I am very, very tempted to put a logistics building around here and just have one of those helping out a bit. But we need to get some people in. So have we got people that can make stuff? No, 2 people. Okay. Oh, hang on. We need to go and rename the house. We're going to call it this. Don't read this wrong. We're going to call it Oily House 1 because it's making oil. That's what it's doing. The people there are working on making oil. So yes, we will have Jackson Ford and Dexter Day. There we go. They can come in. They're the only 2 people that are good at doing any kind of production stuff. And yes, let's put 1 person to work in here and then 1 person to work in there. So they are at least doing something. So the buildings are now operational. They are functioning. Okay, this is good. We have got a little teeny tiny space just here. Could we potentially get ourselves a tree? Can we do that? Can we have a tree now? Right, is the tree going to remain? Yes, it is. Oh, finally. Because the trees do tend to vanish a little bit, which is a bit strange. And then, yes, decor at the front of here. We'll just put one of those. Oh, the doors just opened high. And one of those. There we go. Right, our 2 new workers are coming out. But yeah, we need a logistics thing. We need one of those over here. Because it's just going to be painfully slow, isn't it? So let's get one of those in. So a logistics building. We'll have one of those. We'll put it facing into here. And then just here we'll have a couple of worker houses. Because that's going to require 2 people. And yeah, that can supply stuff for these buildings, can't it? So this is going to have to supply workers for the logistics building and then maybe another factory. Okay, like that. And then get in another big, gigantic oil factory. In fact, let's get the 2 in. So we'll have another 1 and another 2. Okay, right. So at great expense, Project Oil is very much underway. There's oil in them fields. But yes, we're going to get this sorted. This is going to be fine. Everything should be powered. Right, logistics building is in. And now we need some people to work there, of course. So we can pop you into here. Right, hang on a minute. We're going to call this Oily House. What do we call the other one? Do we call it Oily House? Yeah, Oily House 1, Oily House. Oh, I've not. Hang on a minute. I need to spell 2 out because I don't. Oh, I need to spell it properly. That'd be nice. Right, Oily House 2. So yeah, shipping is what we want. So William Walters, in you come. Anybody else good at shipping? Ellie Rose. Yeah, you can come in. Absolutely. Yeah, welcome aboard. And you 2 can work in there. So boop and boop. Okay, and then I think we have got quite a lot of other production-y people. So we've got 1 and... Oh, I thought there were more. Okay, there's 1. But do you know what? 1 is better than none. I swear there was more. I thought I looked and went, oh, that'll be useful. There's a few more over there. Unless they work, is it different per thing? No. Okay, right. I've clearly lost it a bit. I need some more tea, maybe. Okay, the person that we hired, so Mila Moore can work in there. That's fine. Welcome aboard. You can go into there, and then yes, we need to get another 5 people to maximise this. But we also up here need to now look out for. We'll put all the oils in because why not? Because we're gonna make them all, I think. Bar the peanut oil or whatever it was. So that, and then I think that takes us to our limit of what we can monitor anyway. I know we can have one more thing up there. But okay, right, has that refreshed? Please tell me it has. Okay, right. Mayor Lane, yes, you can come in. Slim pickings around here, isn't it? Good grief. Can we have some more people that can like work in factories and things? We never seem to have what we need. I'm going to get another 8 to go work over here. Crikeys. Okay, no, this is fine. It's all going to be good. We can make this work. But yeah, I think they should be. Hey, look. The flax oil is being made. Oh, this is exciting. We have a whole new thing to sell. Anybody good at manufacturing anything? No. Of the 12 people, none of them can manufacture anything. Being trolled by farm manager. You farm manager, I shall get you. Okay, wait till the next day. I think it changed every day, doesn't it? Is it worth a quick check? Oh, no, hang on, pause time. It must have changed. We've got people. Okay, Violet Carr, in you come. And Finley Moss, you sound amazing. Oh, and you as well. Alexander Taylor. Okay, right. That's 3 people. So we can get these 2 in. So Violet Carr, Alexander Taylor, they can go into there. They can be joined by Finley Moss, and then we just need 1 more person. who can work with things. Come on, go to the 20th. Okay, I think it refreshes. One more person. It hasn't refreshed. Refresh, please. I don't know how it refreshes. I'm not quite sure how it does. Right, it has refreshed. And you down here, Amelie Bell, brilliant. In you come. Lovely. Okay, so that's now that sorted. So we are making sunflower oil and we are making flax oil. Lovely. Okay, and now we've got 2 more things over here. So that worker house is completely full. This one is not. So I think over here, I add another production line. Add another production line. So in here, we need to do the hemp oil. So this is now the hemp oil factory. And that one can be the colza oil factory because we have got a decent amount of colza, I think. And are we selling the colza? Don't think we're auto trading the colza. We're buying until we've got 50, but we're not selling it. So, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's okay. And then we need to get some more people in over here. So more production people. Again, nobody. I mean, we have just snaffled up sort of 8 people, but okay. I'm looking up here to see these numbers. I want to see us actually... Hang on, there's no warehouses. They're going to have to take the goods a very, very long way away. We need some warehousing over here to put the oils in. Because I think it's oil plants in the barn, but the finished oil products go into warehouses. So yeah, we'll put that... If we get some more oil factories, we want to put them over there. So how about then... Can we put that down there? Does that cover those factories? Oh, bother, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. We'll put them over here, look. Because that's fine. So put a warehouse there, and that should be okay. That should be sufficient to contain all the oil, because we're going to sell it anyway, so it's going to be fine. That has... Oh, there you go. No warehouse. Yeah, absolutely. Already on it. Don't you worry. Okay, that is sorted. Do the freezy thing. Do the size upgrade. And boom. Perfect. So now, are they going to take stuff out of there and move it into there? Are we going to see our first... There we go. Hang on. The numbers just flicked. They went away again. We have got... There you go. We've got sunflower oil. And already they've stolen it away. I'm not quite sure what they're doing with it, but that's good news. Right, okay. Over here, let's get some people. Oh, come on, game. Come on. Give us some people. No, nothing. No, obviously not. No. Oh, the game's gone. Hang on a minute. He's just built a load of factories. How about we supply him with people that can work with animals? So, no, game. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Come on. Come on, go to the 25th. Let's see what... right, that's changed. Okay, right, quick, snaffle them up. Nia Perry, welcome to Oily House 2. And Anna Spencer, you can also come in. So, yeah, one person can work in there, Anna Spencer, and one person can work in there just to get that doing something. Just so that is sort of underway. So now, all the 4 oil factories are doing something. This is good news. Right, leave that to just tick over for a bit. What are the issues? Strawberries and jute. Oh, the tomato error message has gone away. Yay! Finally, that's a good thing. How are we for strawberries? Spraying. They're being sprayed. They're being sprayed. And they're growing for 10 days. Yeah, I do wonder. Yeah, look, we're completely out. Do we need to get another greenhouse? But where can we fit that? Can we fit one? Oh, I don't want to... Hang on, no, maybe we could fit one here. And then bring the road down like that. Could we... Hang on. Can we fit a strawberry greenhouse over here? It's sort of near to the other greenhouses. It should be fine. But yeah, I want the big one. So a big greenhouse. Bother. I think it is... Yes, slightly too big. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? Okay, never mind. That's just a bit of an inconvenience. We shall have to look at where else we could put some greenhouses, maybe over here, and then just get some workers to come in and deal with it. Get some seasonal workers, or get some half-decent permanent workers. I mean, yeah, we can have... how many staff can we have? Is it 800 people? And we've got 174, I think. So we're okay for worker numbers. No resource order colza. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we've not done that very well, have we? Yes, nothing over here is storing colza. Okay. Over here, look. This could store colza. That could store 5,000 units of it, I think, because that's how numbers work. And over here, that could also store some colza. We'll have 5,000, please. Okay, good. There we go. Although, yes, look, we've got the flax oil and we've got the sunflower oil. So we've spent, I mean, what are they? They're 500,000 for the thing. So 2 million on the buildings. And then 100,000 for the extra production line. So already we're on 2.4 million. And then we've built a warehouse and some barns. So let's say we're on a 2.5 million farm manager money's outlay to get this bit of the oil operation up and running. How much can we recoup in terms of those costs for the flax oil and the sunflower oil? Let's go and take a look. Are they ready and in a position to sell? So yes. So sunflower oil, the price is down by 5%. It dipped and it's gone back up again. So that's 17 grand. And the flax oil, 31 grand. So we can make 49,000 farm manager monies. So a little way to go to recoup the 2.5 million cost, but that's fine. Are we auto selling the potatoes? Are we auto sellers? What can we do with those? The potatoes last a while. There must be something that we can do with potatoes. We've got, I think, actually, hang on. We've got all of the things now, haven't we? We've got all of the different production buildings. So, frozen food, can we sort of make, or maybe the food factory or whatever. Let's go and take a look. So, production. So, biorefinery produces biofuel from corn or manure. I would like to do one of those. I think that'd be a fun thing to do at some point. Not right now, but I think, yeah, we'll get, I don't know, a cornfield or two in. And then, yeah, maybe turn the corn into biofuel. That'll be fun. So that's just seeds. We've seen that. The bakery can make delicious. We are going to have to get a bakery in because we can make nice things. We get lovely bread. Make some nice bread and flour and things. We are, of course, going to need a mill to go with the bakery. That's kind of how that works. Compost and thing we've already got. Textiles we've got. Smokehouse. We will get, because I would like to get some fish at some point. Slaughterhouse, not so fussed right now. Milk, plant. They all at this end then. So fruit processing. Vegetables. So I don't think that's anything to do with potatoes. Frozen food. Don't think we can do anything with potatoes there. We can freeze fish and carrots and fruit and things. So oil factory. So the food processing plant. Now, frustratingly, when you go to there, look, it does sort of zoom past. It scrolls down the list of things, but I can't scroll back up again. But is any of that potato based? I don't know. I don't know what it can do. They're very expensive. I think we just sell the potatoes. Let's just sell all of those. Have we got an auto trade for spuds? I don't think we have. Okay, for now, we will happily auto trade all of the potatoes. Because why not? That's fine. I don't know if we can do anything with them, so that's all fine for me. There we go. Right. The oil has gone and already it's coming back in. But we'll just make sure we get all the different oils. And then we'll see what we can do with that. How are we doing over here? The jute has been, it's been sort of sorted out in terms of its nitrogen and what have you. But now they're back to fertilizing it, which is seemingly the never-ending task. Also, a few people have pointed out that the jute likes a temperature of between 20 and 35 degrees C. Right now, it is not that. It is definitely not that at all. So that could be a bit of an issue. Why are you manure spreading the sunflower field? Why are you giving that a special treat? Why are you not doing this field? We've made this a priority issue. And that field's been waiting for so long. But oh no, it's fine. Just do the sunflower field next door. Okay, I don't imagine we'll grow any more sunflowers. This is going to be like an end of the year thing, isn't it? But okie dokie. Brilliant. Oh, look, more stuff coming through here. Everything looking very busy. Oh, right. Here we go. Here come apricots. All of the apricots. And yeah, last time we decided against doing stuff with the plums and the apricots in the fruit processing plants because it's just too much of a faff. Because they come out, so you harvest them, and that'd be great. You can turn the apricots into dried apricots, and I imagine they make a little bit more money. But then, eventually, after not too long, the apricots themselves are going to start going off. So we're going to have to sell all those, which means we won't have any turn into dried apricots, so we have to go back to the fruit processing plant and change its order thing again. And I don't want to do that. I want to just leave things ticking over quite happily. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to sell all of the apricots. We'll see if there's like a contract order thingamajig, and we'll just sort of go from there. However, whilst we wait for oil stuff to happen, greenhouses. We can fit some in over here, look. We can't fit any in over there, but they would fit in over here. There is a bit of a gap at the back. Although, actually, hang on. Could we put... we can't get two side by side, but we could put a greenhouse, say, here. I was thinking of putting a worker house nearby. Unless... Oh, no, they don't take up that much room, actually, do they? If we put a greenhouse there, and then we can have a worker house behind it, I think that'd go quite well. Yes, we'll do that, I think. So let's put over here a greenhouse. There we go. We'll have a greenhouse over there. In fact, do we have another one? So a couple of greenhouses. There we go. And they can just grow strawberries. That can be what they do. And also, can we do the soil thingy? Can we do that over there? Just to do all of that. It's fine. The money is largely immaterial at this point, isn't it? We'll just sort of go like that. Look. There we go. Just do all of that. Check all of the soil, please. Right, runtime on quickly. Let's see what the soil does look like over here. That doesn't really matter in the greenhouse. Look at that. Loads of stuff coming in. Oh, we need to get more... Hang on. Yeah, hang on a sec. We need to get more people in. I forgot about that. Hello over here. Right, hi. Have we got any people that can work on stuff? Yes, Tyler Walsh, wonderful. Molly Hill, splendid. Mason Robinson. Oh, there's actually 4 people. There's 5 people. Oh, that's very good. Okay, we'll take that. So that's now full. That is full of people. So yeah, we'll top this up then. So you and you and you. And this one here has got 1 person. Okay, was that 4 people who hired then? I don't know. But whatever the case. So that now needs 2 more people. So we're going to need another worker house. Okay, now this is all fine. There we go. Get another one of those in. Splendid. This needs a bit of decor. It needs some decor. It just needs some nice things out the front. Because I feel like it should. There you go. Massive, unfeasibly gigantic plant pot. There we go. Who doesn't love a giant plant pot? And then we'll put that one there. Okay, good. And that needs some people in it. Have we got 2 people that are good at working with machinery? Hang on. Oily House 3. Better give it a proper name. Oily House 3. And yeah, there's definitely somebody. So Rory Long, you can come and tell me there's 1 more. There is not 1 more. Botherations. That would have been perfect. That would have been that all sorted. Right. Run time on. I'm determined to get this done. And then those 4 factories can just sit there. There we go. Right. Poppy O'Connor. Hello, Poppy O'Connor. Hi. Would you like to go and work in this place? Of course you would. Lovely. Right. There you go. Congratulations. Welcome aboard. And that is hopefully going to then work through huge amounts of our stuff. Because we have got a lot. Can we see in here, if we go to sell, can we see how much of the stuff we've got now? Or is it because it's in barns, we're not selling it? Maybe that is the case. I'm not quite sure. Right. How long until that's got a lot of days left. I don't know if that's actually going to work. That flax field might not actually work. But I think, did I just see that we made our first lot of hemp? There it is. 400 lots of hemp oil, and we can't be too far off the colza oil either. There's quite a lot in there now. There's a good amount in there, so hopefully, yeah, they should be able to make a bit of this as well, and then we'll get the of the colza oil sorted. Just keep an eye on this, just make sure it ticks up, and yes, brilliant. Okay, right, that's really good. I'm very happy about that. This is looking splendid. Now we can go back to over here, and we can grow some strawberries. So how about we get a proper worker house? We can put that just there for 30 grand, and we'll just have people that can work on plants. Maybe over there we could in theory just have a row of greenhouses, and they could just look after them. That might be a good idea, actually. We'll do that. Let's get another one. Let's get another greenhouse. Let's go crazy with the greenhouses. And pop that one in like that. Right. So over here, we would like, in here, please, some lovely strawberries. There we go. And it's got to be manual work. We will... Oh, we haven't got a water pump. Okay, we can sort that. Fertilizer, you can use our lovely homemade compost. Very nice. And then, yeah, the water is correct. The pH should be on 6 for strawberries. The nitrogen should be on 125. And the temperature of 20 is okay, on the slightly warmer end, but that's not too bad. Right, we need a pump. I mean, the pump could just go here. That's all right. Grab us a little water pump thingamajig. Put that there. It should have power. Don't complain. There we go. Right. And we can fit that. Yes. Okay. So let's get that greenhouse put together. Whilst they're working on that, we can sort this out. So yes, install irrigation. You can work on it. It can be strawberries. There we go. Fertilize it with that. Thank you. And it was 125. And it was 6, was it? 6 pH? Yes. Okay. Lovely. Oh, a lot of seasonal workers are running. I kind of had you guys working on those over there. Where are they coming from? Hang on. Pause time. Where's the nearest seasonal worker house? That's a warehouse. Where? I don't know where they're coming in from. They are coming in from quite some way away. You don't need to do that, seasonal workers. Can we find where they're coming from? There. Where's that? That's... Oh, just here. Can we remove the range on that? Can we tell them to not do that? Okay, no, they're going to come in and help. It's probably fine. It's probably okay. Right, and then that one's done as well, so same deal. Let's just set this up. Right, there we go, all set up, ready to grow some lovely strawberries. Wonderful. And then let's get some people in over here to just kind of help out a little bit, shall we? Let's get some more people in who are good at working with plants. So, oh, hang on. We're going to call this strawberry greenhouse. Strawberry greenhouse house. There we go. I like that. That does the job. You're good at working with plants. You can come in. And wouldn't you know it, that's it. Loads of people working with animals recently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 animal people. And a couple of production people. Right. Okay. That's okay, because they can help out around here. But, I mean, yeah, all the seasonal workers are going to come in. And I want these guys, really, because they're very good. They can get more harvest, because that's what they're good at. That's their kind of skill. Let's see if anybody else has come in. Oh, look at all the production people. Now that we've sorted that. Okay, we'll hire you. And we'll hire you. And we'll hire you. Because you're all good at working with plants. Oh, okay, right. No, thank you, game. You have given us some planty people this time around. So we've got 6 out of 8. Okay, that's fine. Do we need to keep 2 for doing something else? I am thinking maybe We saw at one point we're running out of the sheep milk and the sheep wool. So potentially, do we need to get another sheep thing set up? And then could those two people go and work in that? Could we say put it just here? Although I imagine we can't because there is a slight hill just there. Yeah, where's our sheep thingamajig? It's over here. That's llamas. There we go. So medium shed. So what do we need to do the final bits of training? So 3rd level cow shed. I've already got that. So it's cows. Cows and pigs. We haven't got any cows or pigs. We haven't got any pigs. We've got cows, actually. We need 2 medium cow sheds. And then we need 2 medium pigsties. And then, get that done. That'll be all of the training. That'll be all the stuff that we can research in the game. We'll try and do that at some point. I'm not so fussed. But yeah, we did see the sheep. Sort of, yeah, it was looking a bit dicey, wasn't it? Animals. What if we get a medium? Hang on, which one was it again? Is it a medium for the 2 of them? Yeah, medium shed. So can we fit a medium shed in somewhere? I'm thinking about these buildings, they all look the same. Like it's not obvious that that's a small shed, that's a medium shed, and they always look like a shed. So medium shed. It's not actually that big, really. So where can this fit? Ideally, I wanted it to fit near that house, but I don't think it's going to. Why can't it just sort of fit along here? The hill, I still dispute that hill is not that bad, and it's for sheep. They could quite happily just walk on a slight incline. I disagree with that game. I think it's a bit daft. So yeah, the hill is fine there, but not there. Okay, that's a bit odd, isn't it? Okay, I don't really think this works properly in there. Do you know what? We'll get 2 more planty people in if we can. At some point, they will be required. So yeah, let's run time on. Just get 2 more planty people in. And there we go, plenty of options. Let's go for Lily Nelson, and we shall go for Jaden Hodgson. There you go. Right, so a lot of planty people. They can work down here and hopefully get lots of strawberries. Yeah, they're all being ploughed and all that kind of stuff. That is good. Okay, plenty of people coming in to help over here. But right, that's all good news. I do notice that we have got a lot of apricots. We have got the now ridiculous amount of apricots. So I think, yeah, they're all going into here. Yeah, they're all piling into there. So possibly then we should go to, no, not there. We should go to here and see if anybody wants apricots. They want 72,000 kilograms of them, and we've got 91,000. Have we got any other apricot ones? You want 72,400, but you're paying a bit less. So we might as well go for that one there. Delhi Wholesale. And that's a lot of apricots. So accept that contract and then sell. Hang on, what money are we on? We're on just over 12 million farm manager monies. So let's remember that. Go to the contracts, deliver that. And now we're on 13.2. So the apricots have made over 1 million. Fantastic. Well done, apricots. Good job. That number will come down. That'll free up room in our house. So yeah, we're now just dodging oats and sorghum and things. I think we need to set up an auto trade for the oats. Sell above, say, 40,000 oats and 40,000 sorghum. That's probably fair. I don't think we're going to go through that much. So oat. Oh, have we already got that up and running? Have we got oat? Oh, yes, of course. We purchased until we got 200, but sell above, I even think maybe 30,000. So sell above 30,000. And yes, we haven't got sorghum set up. So sell above 30,000 of that, please. Because that is still quite a lot. So as soon as that's sorted out, those two should come down. There we go, look. That's looking a bit better. Right, okay. And then we've still got a lot of apricots. What shall we do with those? How about sell them? Yay, there we go for 312,000 farm manager money. So boop, sell the apricots. And now we can look at what we can get for our oils. So, right, the flax, 163 grand. That's actually okay. That's getting toward paying off one of the buildings. Sunflower oil, not quite as good. Hemp oil, not much of it, but it's worth a lot. Look at that. 6,600 litres of sunflower oil is only worth a little bit more than 800 litres of hemp oil. And then we've got the colza oil, which, makes a good amount. So there we go. We've nearly, with that oil sale there, paid off one of the buildings. That's fine. It's better than none of them. So we'll do that. Yeah, we are running low on sheep wool and potentially also sheep milk. That is going to be a problem, isn't it? Okay, right. Do that. Set up the auto trades for all of the different oils. And there we go. The 4 different oils that we're making are now set to sell above 0 because there's no point in keeping it. We can't sort of turn it into anything else. So that will do for now. So they should all vanish. The apricots should vanish because we just sold those. Or did we? Maybe we sold some of them, but not all of them. So possibly again, we should now set up another auto trade for apricots. And like with all the other fruit stuff, I can't be bothered to sort of faff around and fiddle about with, chopping and changing production buildings as soon as we've harvested these. So just sell all of them. There you go. Just make it all go away, please. So that should come down as well. They should all vanish. And we are getting close now to 15 million farm manager monies. I mean, it's taking a long time. There's a lot going on now. There's a lot of stuff happening. But our farm owner house is looking pretty healthy in terms of storage. Look at that. That is brilliant. That's really good. We've still got chaff. What uses chaff? I can't remember. Not those. Not those. Not that. Is it some of the birds? No, they don't have chaff. They don't have chaff. They're not interested. They don't do that. Have we been buying chaff for no reason? Possibly. I think we did use it once upon a time. And now I don't think we need it. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Why have we not got 4 food things for those ostriches? They can have sorghum. We've got loads of that. And the current food quality, they're lacking silage. Oh, okay. That's an oddity. But yeah, this chaff. Why have we got loads of that? That's a little bit worrying, isn't it? Oh, okay. Have we just been buying that in forever? And then it goes off and we just buy some more? Oh dear. Okay, right, never mind. We'll go and put a stop to that. I'm just looking to if anything else can have sorghum as opposed to anything else. But no, this is fine. I suppose we could save the colza over here with the quails and put sorghum in, and the colza can go and become oil. We'll do that, I think, actually. We'll change that around. And I think that's chickens. Hang on, they are on the sorghum. Oh, okay. Yay, right, okay, good. But I don't think we need the chaff. I don't think we need the chaff for anything. There's no resource order for sorghum. Okay. We'll put some in over here then. There you go. And we'll have, I don't know, 500. Sorted. Right, there we go. That should sort that out. That's all good. And yes, chaff. Maybe we did do this once upon a time and now we just don't need to. So it's not anything that we're auto buying. Has it just been there forever? Or maybe we sort of naturally generate it from one of our fields. Maybe it comes out of another field. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but we've got 527 lots of it. We'll sell it because it's not doing anything. And we'll sell 10,000 of that buckwheat for 43 grand. There we go. Right, yay for profit. Okay, there we go. It's looking good. That was another successful harvest on the lovely people's farm. That is splendid. More stuff still going on with the greenhouses. How are they doing over here with the strawberries? That has been nitrogen fertilized. That is waiting to be nitrogen fertilised, as is that one there. Okay, so they've done the first bits. They've ploughed and cultivated the ground. They're now just waiting to do the sort of sorting the soil out and such. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Right, what are the current complaints? Not enough jute. Yep, so long around that. Not enough resources. Sunflower. Not enough flax. Not enough strawberries. Hang on a minute. Hang on. This is confusing. So one of these, which barn are you saying? Barn 14. That one there? Saying there's not enough sunflowers. I mean, possibly that's true. But then, as soon as this field gets harvested next year, there are going to be lots of sunflowers. So I don't think you need to worry too much. It's fine. Don't stress about it. It's all good. I don't suppose there's any room over here, is there? No, we couldn't fit anything in over here for another sheep pen thingamajig. That is a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? It wouldn't fit into that little gap there. Would it fit into there? No. It's one of those, isn't it? So it's about that big, so I don't think that'd fit. Never mind. I was kind of hoping they might sort of slot in somewhere, but I don't think it's going to. But there we go. It's looking good. It's looking nice around here. What is the issue with this? We have a problem over there. Also, that can store, say, 1,000 straw. Do that, please. What's that complaining about? It's complaining about something, but it's not. Is it an error? Not enough flax, sunflower jute. Why has that got a thing spinning around over it? Game, what's going on? Okay, I'm just going to ignore that because now stuff's working in there, which is good news. And yes, it is very much coming up to the end of the year. So yeah, the 2020s are nearly gone. Look at that, the 2020s are very much rapidly going away in Farm Manager World. We're going to be in the 2030s before too long. Good grief. So let's see then. There you go. It's been pH fertilised and regularly fertilised with our lovely compost. That's been done. And now they are planting, or they're going to plant. And I think over here, they're doing the pH fertilisation stuff. Oh, this is good. Look at this. They're getting on this pretty quickly. And here they go. They're planting. Strawberries are being planted. This is looking good. Can we see what they're up to? Can we go and see what they're doing down there? Yeah, just putting them in the neat little rows. Lovely. There's a lot of you in there. There's a lot of you around. But I think now we're going to see less of these seasonal workers because they're all going to clear off soon. So it'll then just be down to our regular full-time workers. But again, that's fine. There's plenty of them. Yeah, well, that's complaining about lack of people, but they will get round to it momentarily. Please hold the line. It'll be fine. But yeah, they can sort that out. And there's just resource issues going on, but that's fine, isn't it? The flax is still growing. This flax here, even though it's coming up to Christmas Day here on the lovely people's farm, near Northamptonshire, it's ready to harvest. Can you harvest? Can you harvest in the snow? I would have thought not. I would have thought that wouldn't be good for the crop. Surely it would clog up all the machinery if it was all wet and soggy and covered in snow, but apparently not. This is fine. They can harvest in this weather. It's all good. I'm hoping you're done before Christmas. I'd like to think that maybe you can be finished by Christmas Day. But now I'm not entirely convinced. Or here comes a lot of flax, which is good. Yeah, I think they might be combine harvesting the flax field on Christmas Day. So, Merry Christmas, I suppose? What did you get for Christmas? Well, do you know what, though? Christmas Day, you got to drive a great big combine harvester around a field doing exciting farming stuff. Yeah, there's probably worse things to do. But here we go, 21st. 22nd. Winter is here. Yep, there we go. It's all going to get very cold. 22nd. They might be done. They might just finish by Christmas Day. Oh, place your bets, folks. Place your bets. Are they going to be done? They need to do another trip up and trip down. And that's it. So we're on 23rd. We're now on Christmas Eve. I think they're just going to finish. They're just going to finish. And there we go. they are done, but they're still in the combine harvester, and they're doing the thing, they're pouring it in, and it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everybody. There we go. Right, so they can drop all this stuff off, and then we've got a lot of flax. Lovely. So much flax. But there we go. I think, again, we probably do need to set up a sort of an auto trading thing, because I bet we've got so much flax. Got so many things. Got a lupine seed, apparently. I bet we've got loads of flax. And, you know, various other bits and bobs. Like sunflowers. I don't know how we can see how much we've got in total now we've done all that kind of stuff. Although, hang on. Get rid of all of that. What if we just go sunflowers? Well, that shows how many we've got across the entire thing. Apparently we have... Oh, there you go. That's quite a lot of sunflowers. I think maybe... Do we sell, say, over 50,000 of them? That still should be plenty to go into the oil things. I think that should be okay, shouldn't it? And then flax. We've got... Yeah, that's quite a lot. That's 193,000 kilograms of flax. That's a great deal of flax. And then hemp, and then colza, which is probably a bit less of the colza. So let's see. Yeah, that's... I think we sell over 50,000 kilograms of those, or whatever it is. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. So let's set up some auto trades. Colza, I don't think we're going to have to bother with. We're buying until 50. So, I mean, sell over... We're not going to get over 50,000, I wouldn't imagine, but sell over 50,000 anyway. And then everything else. Okay, so add these in. So, right, flax. So sell above 50,000, because that's still quite a lot. That's still a lot of things. And then sunflowers, sell above 50,000. And then we want to do hemp, wherever that might be. Hem, there you go. And again, sell above 50,000, please. And we just move time on a bit, because I would have thought they would have changed. Those numbers would have changed a bit to show us, like these things here, look. They would have changed, but maybe they're not in the right places to sell or something. I don't know. But these numbers should eventually come down. Oh, we've got 212,000. We've got so much flax. So much flax. Part of me is thinking, we've got so much flax. Is it worth this building here at the end, the textile factory, that's doing completely and utterly nothing and has been for several years? We could potentially change this. We could scrap what we've done with the half-finished bits of jute fabric, and we could change it to this. And we can make some linen fabric. It's nowhere near as good in terms of money, but it'll at least get us doing something over here. So do you know what? Do that, please. Use some of our gigantic amounts of flax and turn it into some fabric, please. That's some lovely linen. There you go. We can make a nice white linen suit, and it should all be lovely. Yeah, do that. I think that sounds like a good idea. And the only thing is, are we going to lack a barn? Is that going to say yes? None of that. I'm going to press fix. Where has that put the flax? Because that should... Barn 1. So that's just there. 100. No. 1,000, please. There you go. 1,000. Also, this needs to go a bit more, doesn't it? We'll have 1,000 of that. We'll keep 1,000 of that in there, if that's what that means, which I'm not entirely sure it does. 5,000 grass. We don't need stored chaff anymore in there, so that's fine. And colza... Actually, we don't store any colza in there. So, no, none of that. There we go. That should be okay. So let's see. So those numbers should come down, hopefully. And then, yes, over here, are you actually going to make something? Because it's been a long time. Let's check. So it's a linen fabric. Linen fabric. We'll keep an eye on that. I want to make sure they actually do something. I mean, these two haven't done anything in years. Logan Barnes and Jackson Chapman are probably now very grumpy with me because they've had to actually get out of bed and do some work. They've had like the cushiest jobs on the farm for, probably coming up for 2 years now. So, sorry you two. But can you actually get on with it now? Can you go and grab some flax and put it in here and make some flax fabric? That would be very nice, thank you. And would you look at that? They are getting on with it. And are we going to see our first completed linen fabric? Yes, we are. 300 lots of it. At long last, Textile Factory number 3 has done something. And it only took many years of complete and utter inactivity. Brilliant. Okay, there we go. At least that's something. At least that is something. That's now doing a job, which is brilliant. Everything else looking okay. What are we being nagged at? So we haven't got enough tomatoes, strawberries, sunflowers, jute. No resource order colza. Oh, hang on a minute. Where am I supposed to be putting colza? I will put it... Can it go into there? Can we have colza? No. Colza is... Oh, it was down here. Ah, right. Is that the nearest barn? That is the nearest barn. They have to go all that way to get colza. Okay, no, that's fine. We'll do that. We'll put colza back in. Sorry. Yeah, that was my mistake. We'll put 500 lots into there. Just a little amount. There we go. So that should be okay. Did that take? Yeah, 500. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? We're down to not enough tomatoes, not enough sunflowers, not enough jute, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So it's looking good. I think it's looking okay. We just started 2030. Happy New Year, everybody. I kind of missed that a little bit, but there we go. So that's good. Tomatoes are coming through and strawberries. Right. We can finally get some strawberries to go into over here, just there, look. Because, yes, jam production has stalled a bit. So it'd be good if we could actually get some more of that. And in terms of the auto trade on the straws, let's sell above 2,500. How many do you need? What do you need to do the thing? 880. Maybe sell way higher for the strawberries. Because otherwise we're just going to sell them really soon. So how about 5,000? We have 5,000 strawberries. Sell them on, please. That will be hunky-dory. And there we go. So let's just make sure these are okay. That's growing. That's growing. Hang on. And they're spraying that. Okay, I'd like to get this done. So they're in. They've been planted. But there's 36 days left. So these ones have been fully sprayed. They have been fully sprayed. They haven't been fully sprayed, but the stuff's being delivered, and they are, still growing, but also being sprayed for something. It's either weeds or bugs. We shall see, I suppose. But, right, so now we've got even more strawberries coming in. Okay, this is looking very good. That field looks a little bit weird, because I don't think they got to sort of replow and cultivate it and stuff. So it's not quite as nice as the others. And then we'll check over here. Oh, would you look at that? That field still not done. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Good job on completely ignoring that very important field that I wanted to get done several years ago. Okay, we've got some lovely linen fabric. How much can we sell that for? 15 grand. And given that that building was doing completely nothing at all, that's actually not too bad, is it? So, we'll sell that, and then we'll do another auto trade to make sure that goes. So, linen fabric, there we go, and sell above 0, because, we can't turn that into anything else. And I think, with that done, and with the snow coming down, and it's all very pretty, it's all very lovely when it gets to winter time round here. It looks very nice, but I think we shall wrap things up for the minute. I'm glad all the oil stuff is in and potentially working efficiently. I think it's sort of okay. And we are going to get a lot of crop from this. We're going to get so much from this. It's just going to be huge, big piles of things. Because, we've still got this much left. They're not actually selling that. I'm not entirely sure I understand what this thing is, really. I thought that was how much they're supposed to store in the warehouse of that particular thing, but now I don't think it is that. But whatever the case, it's fun. It's fun. We'll muddle through. We're all okay with it. But that's done. And of course, that'll just keep topping back up because yes, when it gets, when it's not as snowy, back in sort of, when it gets to March, April time, when spring's around, they'll grow more sunflowers, and these will top up again. Then we'll grow more flax, and even more flax, and more hemp. So this will just keep filling up. These barns will just fill up, and then the auto trade will kick in, and we'll sell some stuff. So that's all fine. That's all good. So oil land, I think, is looking pretty nice. We've still got grass on the go over here, which is quite surprising. Thought that would have stopped as well for winter, but there we go. No, one lovely green field in the middle. And of course, yes, strawberries. The strawberries are coming through, which is good, so we can carry on making delicious strawberry jam, which is nice. So I think with that done, we'll wrap things up for now. But I do have an idea about what we should do next time. I've got a little idea, and I don't think it'll be that difficult to get sorted. I'm not quite sure where it's going to go on the farm. But yes, I would like to perhaps welcome some aquatic friends, shall we say, to the farm. We'll leave it on a little bit of a mysterious sort of, what could he possibly mean? So some, aquatic buddies, and then possibly some sort of extra production buildings to possibly, smoke said aquatic buddies and then sell them on because they're delicious. So I think that's what we'll look at next time. I think, it's been long overdue since we sorted that. Although, hang on a minute, just before we wrap things up, our first harvest over here of these strawberries from the new greenhouses already being done. This is good news. And there we go, that's a load of strawberries that can then go into here to keep the jam production going, which is all good news as well. So yes, we shall finish things up for now. We'll pop it into pause, and then we'll come back next time and try to do some of the whiffly waffly nonsense that I just went on about there. But yeah, we'll finish things up for the moment. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Farm Manager World. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. It's got spinny bits on it. It's got whooshy bits coming out of the spinny bits. Wibbly, wavy, round science cylinders. And there's the sun. I can tell that's the sun because it's the hot thing in the middle. It's not a good day for science. It's not a good day to be a scientist. It's almost like I shouldn't be put in charge of running a gigantic spaceship that is the last hope of mankind.